Welcome to this edition of the Hermits Rewind. Today we are watching the 2019 football playoff game between the St. Augustine Prep Hermits and Seton Hall Prep Pirates. With us we have Coach Pete Lancetta, Coach Matt Languadora, and Coach Phil Bernozzi, as well as seniors from the team Isaiah Rakes, Chandler Bird, and Angelo Federo. What was your guys' confidence level like going into the game? Having never really won at this stage before.
I just think we're pretty excited, getting to this point and going up playing a team we hadn't seen before. We absolutely were excited about it. It was a great atmosphere, the field, the locker room, scoreboard work. It was good stuff.
Zabrowski slides down.
It was a great football day, sunny and cold and windy.
Great day. Yeah, we came
defensively, I thought, we played well. We bent a little bit at times, but we had some really good. We end up with some really good goal line stands, and so when you can rely on the defense keeping them out of the end zone, that's always big.
Up the left side.
This was their big play, that sweet play. You run that back against
number 4, Nasir Hill. Number 7,
right, Matt? That was one we were concerned about all week, and we really shut it down.
Yeah, I thought defensively against the run, we played pretty well.
So here's
this play right here. Yeah, I think it's this one.
Yeah, we held them to under 100 yards, maybe even under 90 yards for the game, and they were averaging well above that going in.
Yeah, this kid was a good running back.
Real solid. Real solid.
Colin Tuano up the left side for back deep for the Hermits.
I remember going in thinking that we matched up well, but we couldn't make any mistakes because they were so well coached.
And I can't speak on behalf of the younger players, but I know us seniors, we were really excited just to get our last opportunity to play at such a high stage. We couldn't let the opportunity go to waste.
That was one of the best away game atmospheres we played in all season as well. I enjoyed that part of the game coming in. A lot of a good away crowd.
Crowd was fired up. We used a lot of. The plan was, as we went further into the season, we were using multiple formations, unbalanced sets. You'll see sometimes, you could tell because there's no hiding it. Big Jake ends up on, typically on the left side, will end up sometimes on the right side. We used multiple tight ends this game, probably more than any other. Dennis and Isaiah are in right now. We call that our 12 personnel. So we wanted to mix things up. And they did a lot of blitzing off the edges, and we were able to, without getting into a guessing game, we just did what we did, running into the boundary or into the field, and it worked very well with our running game for the most part. We didn't start off real well. We were at a first down, I think, and then we're 3 and out on the next down, so we just exchanged punts there, but.
So this play, they ran the ball inside. Logan came up and had a really good hit, and I think Adam kind of knocked it off and got through for a first down. This is our Butkus package. So Volk's in the middle. It's like a 4-3. I think they had a tough time running inside our tacklers.
Yeah, I remember being really worried about their tight end too. The big kid going to Columbia.
Yeah, he hurt us at times, and the very first play of the game, they got the ball to him for a first down.
Yeah, he's a weapon. It's not very physical, but he's a weapon in terms of a receiver.
Yeah.
And there's that sweep again.
Yeah, that was Dennis and Nasir did a nice job. They ran motion away. Dennis was shooting a nice play.
That was their bread and butter. That was their go-to, and we really shut that down.
Yeah, go back if you could, Coach. So you see, Coach Brumel, you can run that back. So if you see, this is a 4th down play. Coach Bernosi's on the sidelines yelling. Not this play, but the next play.
For the punt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just let it run.
Yeah. The Coach Bernosi's yelling because they position the one back at a certain spot. There's a chance they were going to fake it. And then you see our kids talking, so Coach Bernosi did a good job picking that up.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Nope.
If the up back was staggered like that, they faked it. That's right.
39, first and 10 from their own. First and 10
Thanks for the
from
shout
their
out
own.
there.
39, first and 10 from their own.
Yeah, because that changed the field position. You know, we were getting pinned in there, and then all of a sudden now we're on the 38-yard line coming out. We went right to a trick play here. We felt, not knowing that they'd seen it. I mean, not that we hadn't run it, but we had them open. Just it was windy, and so we snuck Trey in the game. He's a lefty, and so we did it to the left, the reverse pass. But this was big for us. We ran a lot of jet on the perimeter. Actually, it was the 2-and-1 a lot of times. The quarterback could keep it to run the power, or he could hand it off. So that was big, being able to run that to the field like we did, because we're typically a boundary team, running into the short side of the field. But here it is again. But actually, Austin has a choice. He can hand it off, or he can keep it. We're blocking 2 different plays, and he reads it. So he did a pretty good job with it, especially on this day. Yeah. So Carnell comes in motion. You can give it to him on the perimeter, but inside you see the line blocking, Alo and Jake caving in the side, and Dylan come around and pull him. But here it is again this way. Actually, we fake it and then he run the power. That's our bread and butter play, the power with Kanye back
Flag
there.
On the play.
Yeah, they were biting on the power all game, so they opened up that outside.
Yeah.
False start against the Hermits.
Yeah, see, this is tough when when you make a penalty, and then you end up 2nd and long here. But again, we stuck to our plan and we run a jet into the boundary there. Doesn't seem like much, but gives us a chance on 3rd down now, right? Maybe 5-6 yards on that. That was designed to go to the left. To Nas, but they kind of doubled up both guys on the outside, and Austin ends up throwing it to Carnell, but they interfered him, so he went back, I think, too, right now.
Yeah, so it's the next play right here.
Yeah, you see to our sideline there's a corner, and then there's a safety over the top, so they doubled Nas, but they also, Carnell had basically one-on-one, so he made the right read and
holding against the Pirates.
Yeah, that was big. Getting that call away was big. And we kind of run our own little version of the outside zone into the boundary. We kind of had them off balance a lot. They were blitzing from the field. Like here they come now from the field. You see the field blitz, and we're running into the boundary. This was a big play for us.
Udo up the.
Ran it again. Now we get into the red zone. I don't have a stat, but when we got into the red zone, I tell you what, we came away with points the majority of the time, usually touchdowns too. We went 2 backs in the backfield, Isaiah at fullback, Kanye at halfback, sometimes both was at halfback. And
look at the
push our belly series and power.
Great push we get there.
Up front, we just felt like we were a lot more physical than they were, so we just felt keep hammering it, and eventually it'll go in. And it ended up going in.
Touchdown, the Hermits.
He only likes to run the ball.
Luke Snyder.
What are we going to do in short yardage situations with that Isaiah next year?
Oh,
The kick is
our
good.
backs are quite capable. I mean,
Seton Hall,
you got Franklin Sims coming back. You got Vogt back there.
Seton Hall,
You got the baby bull, Rob Adamson, although he's got to earn his stripes
Seton Hall,
before
nothing.
he gets the load.
If you think about it,
Tuano and
very
PJ
proud. You
Penders.
guys got so many athletes, and so many guys are really looking forward to being college looking. So,
That's exciting. But that was nice getting the first score and getting on top of them.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Especially on the road. On the road. I mean, they had won 7 in a row coming into this game and hadn't lost at home all season. So we knew we didn't want to get behind.
Zabrowski keeps it himself on the tackle.
So on that first down play, they were in the middle of the field, so we were in 3-4 defense. So now we're in our 4-man front defense when we're on the hash. So this is the first play. So usually we're bringing somebody, one of our inside or outside linebackers.
16, Adam Heston.
We actually looked like we had him, decent at quarterback. The quarterback was shifty. We were concerned about him, running around a little bit. Now this one we have a mistake. Dennis is on the left, Adam's on the right. They're supposed to be blitzing together. And right before the play, they're looking at each other, talking to each other, and we just made a mistake. I might have had somebody on the wrong side. But that was scary there for a little bit, and I think Trey may have come up and made a nice tackle, or Nasir maybe it was.
Cornell's got to get over a little bit.
So now they have trips, like a 2-man shell.
Zabrowski.
Do a nice job. Vogt is collisioning out there. Kenny's probably up top, defending that outside throw. So here I think they ran a little high-low. 81 was like the fake receiver. And kid did a nice job getting it in there. Here they run under again with 81. And it's like Dennis was kind of in good shape and tried to do, collision 81 to get to the quarterback, and the quarterback just got it at 81.
Zabrowski's pass intended for number 7, Galate.
Now they're empty, so they're in a 4-man front.
Flag
I think our linebacker chased the number 2 receiver out, and it kind of left a little bit of an opening there.
And a penalty on top of that, I believe.
Yeah.
And just watching the D-line every play, I'm excited to watch next year's games when we see all the younger guys start really putting in some work on the O-line.
So yeah, nice job. I think nice job of collisioning out there. We had guys, even though they didn't complete it, we had guys in the area to make that play if you did catch it. It was empty in motion.
Zabrowski's pass.
Now run the rocket screen.
Yeah.
So if I remember, Vogt like steps out and then he comes back in and makes a pretty good play with that. Recognizes it.
Timeout, Pirates.
So is this 4th down? I know I think they go for it here.
Yeah, well, they had a couple interesting calls.
Yeah, it was.
The one they try to run that. They're running it a lot in college and pros, where the guy motions in toward the quarterback and he throws him a little bubble screen. I don't know if this is it. I think
it is. Yeah.
Motion inside. Yeah, here it is.
Dylan makes a nice play. Actually steps up like run action, then flies out there, gets him first. And then I think Adam and Nasir were right there as well.
Yeah, that was a little surprising. But what goes back to this, like our philosophy, well, my philosophy anyway, I hope the coaches agree, is that, we want to be able to run the ball on offense and we want to be able to stop the run on defense. So obviously, we were taking away most of the run game, and so you get people maybe thinking a little differently, and run a play like that in a situation like that. And, we got the stop,
For the most part all year, our defense did very well once the other team got down near the goal line.
Here coming out now, we're just trying to get a first down, make a first down and see what happens. At least give ourselves some room to punt the ball if we have to, but little protection problem there. So we did the opposite of what we wanted to do. We didn't get a first down, and we lost yardage. Wasn't good. We actually made a run called a little RPO, and they covered it and made a little bad decision there. But
great punt, getting it out the midfield from the end zone.
I forget which way to win. I forget how it was working, but
so in our 4-man front here, Jonesy does a nice job
7-yard line.
Again, I think they had a tough time running inside of this.
Yeah, all year up front, defense, offense, we've been stout. So you knew going in, it's gonna be a tough one to run on us.
1st and 10 Pirates from
the
Seton
our outside
32
linebacker, Rover, got put in a tough situation there. He went to supposed to be outside helping
Zabrowski
out
keeps it himself up, taking in 7 Pirates.
So he came up, so he got caught in no man's land. It was a good play on their part. On motion with 81. Not much room inside there.
Pirates from the Hermits 27-yard line.
Their tackle 72 is a big kid. I think he was an all-state kid too. They had a lot of seniors. I remember a lot of graduating seniors.
You see Dylan and Vocals going back and forth depending on where they have that.
I just know when Seton came in on defense a little bit of a cupcake. Didn't like contact.
Good pressure. And Trey Macker comes up and knocks the ball out on the 4th down.
Yeah, that was big. That was a big play.
Here it is again.
Yeah, Briggs contained, but
Jai Jenkins is incomplete.
Trey always around the football.
Is incomplete.
Sir.
St. Augustine.
I can't imagine a scary situation than looking up as a quarterback and seeing those guys coming at you. Though.
That was another 4th down stop right there.
Yeah.
The bread and butter power play. They clogged it up in off tackle, but Kanye's good enough to break it to the outside and make a play out of it. So we ran a little. This was so this situation here. We're 3rd and 3 inside our own territory with 4 minutes. We don't get it on 3rd down. Isaiah and I have a discussion about going for it, and of course I won that discussion. Understanding he wants to go for the win. My thought is on our own 32-yard line, close to the end of the half. Our defense was playing pretty good. So I just said, you know what, let's just punt the thing. And I always say this, hey, get it on 3rd down, then I don't have to make that decision. But I appreciate his competitiveness, which is why one of the reasons he's going to Texas A&M.
Hill pushing him out of bounds.
Great pressure again.
Yeah, our corner just got turned around a little bit. That was a really nice pass. That kid's good. Nice player.
Was he a senior?
Yeah, he's a senior. Yeah.
They were loaded with seniors. I think they had like 21 or something.
Yeah. That's that's tough. We were we got a lot of young guys filtered in there,
which is good as well.
Yeah, for the future. I'm saying in a game like that, though, typically a senior-laden team like that has a distinct advantage. But we were able to overcome that.
And Tom, he threw for almost 1,800 yards last year.
That was a big sack there. Voc on the blitz, coach.
That was the second down. We ran a bomb with Vocalos coming. He got it his knees, and then Brady finished him off. Yeah, then now it makes it 3rd and long.
Yeah.
So now we actually have a nickel package. We didn't run a whole lot. We have a nickel package. I think RC might be in there like an outside linebacker. And we wanted him to blitz here, and then he read something, so he came off.
Timeout.
But it was like the first time RC ever had a chance to blitz, and he chose not to. But it worked out. I mean, he had pressure. He helped on the backside. I mean, luckily they had 3rd and 20 to go, so it's all right. The quarterback gets out and runs a little bit.
That was our only sack, but we had 9 hurries.
Delay of game against the Pirates. Kuter.
Yeah, we just run the clock out now, get to halftime with the lead.
And then we get the ball. We start the ball. We get the ball to start the half. So
yes, yeah, and we were receiving, right.
And
so.
yours, Seton Hall Prep Pirates, nothing. 40.
Wind was blowing left to right that day.
yeah.
We're not such a great return, right, coming out of halftime. So that's not exactly, we'd like to get the ball to the 30-yard line or better, but so we're starting on the 20. And it doesn't look like much, but that's first down, and we made 7 yards on first down. So that's, while it may not be flashy, it's
functional.
It's getting it done, which is the bottom line.
2 plays and you got a first down. Can't ask for much more than that.
Yeah, Nas, when you look back on the year and you just watch him, he's very deceiving but always productive. So having him and Carnell running the jet sweeps, and then Kanye being able to run up the chute, it's tough. It's a lot to defend.
We ran for 200 yards this game too.
Use, give the ball in the jet sweep, use the motion to deceive and run the power up inside. And so we just, and then again, you can't really tell with the film, but we're unbalanced sometimes as well. So try to formation them just to gain an advantage wherever possible.
How close did Kanye get to 1,000 yards, even with being out the first 4 games?
Yeah, I was actually looking at that earlier. I think he finished at like 860 something.
Pretty good.
He missed about 4 games.
Yeah.
874 on 140 carries, so that was 6 yards average, 125 a game.
And he's not one of those small backs that's like on the outside all the time. Like, he runs it up the gut too. He's a fun one to watch.
Yeah.
So we got a couple of first downs, but we didn't go in and get points, and that was a little disappointing. But we we kind of pin him down there. I don't exactly remember if we stop him here and get a good field position or not. I think we did.
I think we do try to run inside. We stop him.
Got a nice bat down there. That was big. Dennis got his big paw up there and batted the ball down.
He's getting held on that play too.
Yeah, he was.
Good pressure.
Both sophomores, Brady and Dennis, did a great job all game.
That was good pressure there too, and then so we got 3 and out here, so that was good. Great job by the defense, and then we end up with the ball. There's our field position. Now we got better and better fielding the punts as the year went on. So many times you get guys who are a little afraid back there, and not that they're afraid to get hit, they're afraid to catch the ball. They don't want to drop it. Here's a little. Check with me. He has the ability to throw that or run it, and they covered the back out, so he ran it. But we exit the backfield motion with Kanye there. Austin felt they covered it, so he ran the ball. We're blocking a run play, but he can still throw it on the perimeter.
Look at the O-line move, just reestablishing that line of scrimmage, pushing the ball forward.
I felt both sides. We were better, up front as the game went on. But this is 3rd and 5. We run that read play where he can give it or keep it. He gave it off to Carnell. That was a big first down, converting that.
Yes, they are.
We're in a little, we start from, a little hitch into the boundary. Again, run play's called, but he has the ability to throw the ball, even though a run's called.
Yeah, so it went back 2 plays, so the hitch is about to come up.
Yeah. In fact, I think we saw it on that play. He's getting man coverage one-on-one into the boundary, and so
Lehman's pass is complete.
Austin takes advantage of it, being us here. We gash him on. This was a nice. We got him on this formation here. We didn't show it. We have both tight ends in the game, but they're on opposite sides. They called the strength away from Isaiah, believe it or not, and then we run to Isaiah's side and we gashed him for a nice power. And you don't want to do that, you know. You don't want to do that inside the 5-yard line, but at least we got it back. And nice break. Not many backs can do that and still get yardage, but that's the difference. Now we're in our 21 personnel.
Was this 4th down on the sneak?
Yeah, 4th down. Yeah. Yep. I mean, there was no doubt we were going for it. It was just a question of we were so close. You almost hate to worry about a handoff, but it was good. They clogged the A gaps up, but he bounced off and slid it to the B gaps.
The kick is good with 150.
So now, we're feeling pretty good with a 2-score lead now, almost into the 4th quarter, but
not for long.
No.
And when you get that close to the end zone, he knew exactly where to run. He aimed for Chandler's butt.
I don't think you could go wrong aiming for any of your butts, to be honest with you.
Collins.
So I think this is a ace formation, double tight. We had a check to it, and they ran the ball. And we did a nice job again. But
just try to prevent big plays, but we got him on the run here.
Yeah, we just I think we spent too much time to throw. The receiver got away from our safety, and
just like that.
Yep, that's a tough pill to swallow.
7.
But hey, when you're in a playoff game, especially with teams like this, hey, this is what it's going to be. Go back in history, some of the best teams you ever had, and you're still in dogfights in the playoffs. So it's tough. This was nice, right? We come out and we get a nice first down right away on the kickoff return, right? Good kickoff return, too. We got the ball up to the 30-yard line and make a first down. And hammering away into the boundary there.
Great job pulling there by Dylan. He really got out there.
Yeah. We get him into the 4th quarter here. That was so what happened on this, first, we make a bad read here, and the ball, they had been giving us the give the whole time, and then this time you could just see the end come up field, and he should have kept it. So it was his only bad read of all the times we ran it, and we end up with no yardage there. Then we had a pat. We had a little. We anticipated man here, but they did not. We had a little pick play, and then throws it. And this is the one that was debated, right? We even got it checked, but
Oh yeah, the replay in the little tent.
Yeah, we challenged it, but
Was not an interception.
it got denied.
Yeah, I gotta argue right there because that's one of my friends, Ryan. He's going to Amherst with me, so we're gonna have a few discussions about that play right there. See if he actually caught her. He was good at falling.
I mean, in reality, what would we, what would we have done? It would have been 4th down. We're still going to punt. Now maybe we pin them a little bit deeper, probably. I'm sure.
The ball bounced off the ground.
You still have, 75 yards to go. Which...
Get Cornell over here. Get Cornell over here.
Yeah, so we're kind of on our heels a little bit here. We're not attacking. We're going to keep that ace formation. We're back into our 4-3. And, again, they're running the ball inside, so we do a nice job. These trips out here.
I remember definitely.
We're like in our steal.
Zabrowski's pass complete to number 9, Colin Toronto, the 50-yard line.
And you think about it, I mean, in a big game like this, you had two big things happen, right? You got a big play for them on offense, and now a turnover, and it's tough to overcome that, but you have to. You've got to in any game, but let alone a game like this, you got to be able to change it back, the momentum. The momentum is with them now.
I think Isaiah makes a nice play there. We're in steal now. Lenny's in the game. Lenny Dennis do a nice job on the off-tackle play.
Post wheel.
We're back in our steal at 3-4. We're going to probably bring somebody.
We're really against our heels at this point. I'm not even sure why. I just felt like
Zabrowski's pass complete.
Yeah, our linebacker did get underneath that. But still, we're 3rd and 10, and we should be in a good situation. The outside receiver just kind of ran a little in route, and we couldn't find him, and they get the first down.
You can tell they're slowly building confidence here too. The offense is.
Yeah, they got a little momentum going.
Zabrowski's pass complete to Dominic Butt. Zabrowski's pass.
That was that little underplay, I think, to 81. They ran that quite a bit all season.
Get him the ball.
Colin Toronto brought.
Still played tough inside here.
Yeah. So inside the 10, and we're D'ing it up pretty good.
Colin Toronto.
He get them to a 4th down, right?
Yeah. And we actually, I can't tell what down this is.
This is that was 3rd, so we're about to go to 4th.
Yeah. We actually, it looks like we have him, and then we have one guy's coming up to quarterback breaks contained, so I think our linebacker comes up to get him, and then he sees the receiver, so he kind of drops back, and the guy just outruns our defensive end.
There's a blatant hold on it besides, but you're not going to get it in a situation like that. Yeah, that was 4th down. I mean, we played tough, but just like that, we're down.
So was that a offside on our part?
Yeah, we had too many guys on the field. We tried to make it exciting. We had a substitution that didn't go very well. So they got the ball, half the distance to the goal, and then snuck it in.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah, but we were always taught about adversity, and you got to overcome it to win games. I mean, I won't spoil it if you guys haven't seen it, but you guys can just keep watching.
Yeah, well, we're talking on the sideline, and we were, setting it up. We said, you know what? It's 4 minutes to go. I mean, let's face it, we're a run team, so if we're going to do it, we got to do it on early down. So we had been running the jet sweep the whole game, so we used it as play action, and then the key was whether or not the free safety would get over in time, and obviously he didn't. I mean, we kept saying run the route narrow, meaning don't go to the middle of the field, keep it towards the hash.
Hermits.
And not only did he run the route that way, but Austin threw the ball in the right spot. You see the safety coming over, and he just misses the ball. The safety's on this side. He's trying to. Everybody else was sucked up for the jet, and
Touchdown, Hermits.
Big shot and work. And now we just got to hold on defense. No, we don't actually.
Touchdown, Hermits.
Yeah, this was our 2-point play, and so even timeout. And again, we got sophomore quarterback right now. We need motion, and Dennis is looking, and Austin just forgot to send him in motion. And you can see, if you look at this play, you'll see Nasir is wide open. It's a play action, and they cross in the back of the end zone. And I mean, he could have punted the ball to him. He's so wide open. But once I saw the no motion, I knew we were in trouble. We're trying to pooch the ball here, not to kick it deep.
4 minutes, 6 seconds to play. The score on to kick.
And just put a melee on the sideline. And incredible feeling.
That ball was heading out of bounds, and it stopped on the dime, like 6 inches away from the sideline.
I think Justin Brown swiped it in too, right?
Justin Brown hit it in, and the crazy thing there was this was one of his first games back. He was hurt for 4 or 5 weeks at least.
Yeah.
He punched it right in bounds and gave us an opportunity to pick it up.
Yeah. And it was close, man, right on the sideline. The ref was right there and gave us, said it was our ball.
Perfect spot to kick it, too. Perfect kick. Really, really well done.
It's, so, obviously, they're crowding the box, but we're not sure as heck aren't going to throw the ball here. At least not in those situations anyway. So you can see how many guys they have in the run box. We're trying to run power. They get them from behind on that one. I think we take a timeout here. We wanted to get our 21 personnel. They're thinking belly. They're loaded up, and we end up running our buck sweep to Nasir. Put him at halfback now instead of receiver. You'll see the guards, Alo and Dylan, do a great job of getting out there. And Nas makes a great run. I thought it was a first down right there. I don't think they give us the first down, right? No, it's 4th down.
4th and an inch.
And we went on a hard count with motion. And they jump off sides. And that was it.
Yep.
That was it.
And gave it to the bowling ball to cap it off.
Now, we run another one here? Yeah, we do. Now we're on balance over here. You see Jake and Gavin on the same side.
Number 34, Rakes, met by a...
Yeah, I'm wondering if they still have timeouts and we're burning them here.
Probably, because we had, about 4 minutes, I think, we had to kill?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were calling timeouts, and then towards the end, Rakes just bowls his way through.
And I remember the conversation
They're out of time
between Coach and Rakes, saying, Rakes was like, I can get it, I can get it, I can get it, I can waste the 5 seconds, and he broke this one off, which was pretty crazy.
That's the game. Final score.
That was icing on the cake.
Hermits of...
That was fun.
Easy to manage the clock when you have a clock.
Yeah, it's easier.
Yeah, it's a little easier to manage a game, isn't it?
Don't edit that out, Tom, either.
I won't.
You never know. Maybe if you didn't have that scoreboard, we would have scored again.
Yeah.
St. Peter's game wasn't going to end until they scored anyway.
Right.
Nah, that's just great feeling once that struck 0 there, and to know that we were moving on to the semifinals of, what I kept telling the kids. This is the Phil saw this somewhere. The Parochial A in New Jersey was ranked the 6th toughest what we call bracket fill, I guess, in any playoffs in the whole country. So
Mac Preps put that out with parochial 4 with all the strength from the North Jersey schools historically, makes it one of the top 5 or 6 toughest brackets in the country to win.
Yeah, so I think I may have said that once or twice to the kids leading up to the game, and it was great. It was just a great feeling, and heading into that upcoming week, and then which was a whole nother story. But we're getting closer, and it was just a great senior class. They stuck by us, from the moment we got there, and I told them at our banquet, and I'll say it again, I will forever be indebted to those guys for sticking by me and us, and helping us to get closer to our ultimate goal to win a state title. So I wish them all the best, and this was just one of those games that will always stick out in my mind. That's for sure.
You guys are going to get it done next year.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, unless you guys have any final thoughts, or do you want me to wrap it up?
So
thanks for doing this, Tom. Great idea.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for doing this. Thank you guys for hopping on, taking time out of your day, and I guess I'll see you guys as soon as this virus is over.
Yeah. Thanks, Tom. Great idea, man, with all this. Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thanks, guys.
All right, see you guys.
See you guys.